everybody, welcome to Dinner and a Tip. So a couple weeks ago we did a beginner hibachi and where we used chicken that was a rotisserie chicken. This time we're actually going to do a fresh chicken and we're actually going to do a chicken lo mein today. But I want to show you how I do the marinade. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some Pepsi. This is just about a half a can that I'm going to use. You can use Coke or Dr. Pepper. I don't know why, you'd have to Google it to find out why, but something in it breaks down the chicken. Don't use Diet Pop on this one, you have to use regular. Then I'm going to do 1 heap of garlic, and then I'm actually going to use some of this Japanese barbecue sauce for this. So you just want to give it a good squirt on that. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I've been so working on that one. And we're going to do about a 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. So we're just going to give that a good splash. Going to hit this with some salt, a little bit of pepper, and then you're going to want to do this probably about 30 minutes to like 3 hours before. So it's kind of a set it and forget it. And then just give that a quick stir, and you want to just keep this in the refrigerator. So this is just, if you can, like, this is thick enough and it's covering the chicken enough so you don't need to really worry about coming back and like switching it and flipping it. If you don't have enough sauce covering everything, then you're actually going to want to come back and flip the chicken probably halfway through so you make sure it's all the way marinated. So we'll be back in about an hour and we're going to show you a very easy chicken lo mein. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. We marinated our chicken a little bit earlier and now we're going to make this beef lo mein, or sorry, chicken lo mein. So actually, for beginners, you can get your own noodles, but I actually bought the pre-made noodles. So we're going to go ahead and use those. But first of all, we want to get our chicken on the grill, since this is going to take the longest to cook. So I cook this on high. This is okay for it to cook quick for me, so. And then we're still going to use the rest of this marinade once this chicken gets a little further along. And actually, so this is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and flour. I'm going to go ahead and just mix the rest of it in here. The tip, you definitely do not want to just put cornstarch without pre-mixing it in water or broth, because otherwise it will chunk up and there's no way you're getting rid of those chunks. There's enough liquid in here so I don't have to worry. So next, let's go ahead. Our lo mein, I'm going to do mushrooms, onions, and peapods. This is really up to you. You could just buy a bag of mixed vegetables if that's what you want, but this was my choice tonight. So I'm going to throw down some peapods, and I'm going to throw down, I like the big chunks of onions when I'm doing this recipe. So alright, we're going to get those, and then we're going to hit these mushrooms here too. Because we've got enough it's probably a little too much mushrooms. We'll just push those off to the side. So this is great. I'm going to go ahead and just give this a little bit of oil. I don't want this stuff sticking to the grill at all. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to do our noodles, since those actually are already been cooked, and we're just a matter of heating those up. So let's go ahead and check on our chicken. So I prefer chicken thighs over chicken breasts. I think when you marinate these chicken thighs, they're much tender more meat than the chicken breasts. I think they keep that flavor in a little bit better. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, love the smell of all of this going on. Got a bunch of the garlic in here. So go ahead and give these a quick toss. And the vegetables, you want them to cook down a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I actually like my vegetables a little bit more crunchy when I'm actually doing like a stir fry or a lo mein. So, and honestly, until I get this Blackstone, Chinese restaurants would be the only place I would go, because it's the one place that could cook better than me. Now with this Blackstone and figuring things out on how to marinate the chicken, now I don't even go to Chinese restaurants anymore. I'm running out of places that I'm willing to go that I think can cook better than me. So And with the price of everything, sometimes this Blackstone for $300 was the best Mother's Day gift that I got for myself, since sometimes you just have to get what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna cover this chicken, so I'm gonna let that cook a little faster while we are taking care of these vegetables. With these vegetables, you could actually cook with butter. Trying to do it a little healthier today and not adding so much butter. I don't really think we actually need the butter with these, so. And they're getting a nice green. The onions are starting to sweat down a little bit, and that's pretty much what you're looking for. So let's check our chicken. And you got to be careful when you have those pans on here and you take them off. You want to kind of open it away from you, because otherwise that steam is going to hit you in the face and it is not going to feel good. All right, this chicken is cooking up really good. You can see like the nice color that we're actually getting on this chicken right here, and that's what we're looking for. And then you're going to want to cut into a piece or two when it comes down to the end. You want to make sure that chicken is cooked all the way through. So, and then once this is almost all the way done, then we're going to add the noodles, and we're going to add this sauce first. So because it was sitting with the chicken, I want to make sure that that sauce gets cooked, since raw chicken was in it in the first place. So all right, let's go ahead and cover this. These vegetables are pretty much done, so I'm gonna actually just turn these down to low heat since they cook a little faster than planned. So whoops, cameraman fail. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give these about another minute or two. I'm gonna check on this chicken. And actually, I'm just gonna go shut these vegetables off. The Blackstone, it takes a while for it to cool down. So again, when you're opening, let that go to the front. All right, we are just probably got about another minute or two on this chicken. So why don't we go ahead and pause for a quick break and come back. We'll check our chicken, and then we'll go ahead and get everything else put back together for us. All right, chicken's just about done, so we're just gonna hit it with a little bit more of the marinade and let that cook, and then we wanna go ahead and get our noodles on. So these ones are already kind of pre-cooked, and actually I wanna just throw a little bit of oil down. That way it just kind of helps get them separated a little bit. And once these are warmed up, then we're going to go ahead and mix everything together. There we go. I'm curious, I've never actually worked with these ones before. And then I've got a little bit of ginger paste. I didn't put it in the marinade this time, so I'm just going to throw a little ginger on there because I just love the way that the ginger interacts with the chicken. It gives me all the great smell. So just about got this lo mein all the way warmed up. This just doesn't take very long on the Blackstone. So, and our vegetables are still over here. The heat's off on this, so I'm not overcooking those. And so now it is time to bring it all together. Let's get this party started. Here we go. Got a couple runaways. There we go. And so I put that cornstarch in here so it kind of like thickens up the sauce on this. So that actually looks very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this up. We're going to do family style today. So I've got the shovel. Just going to go ahead. Plate it up here. No, I wasn't drinking the sake today. Sometimes You just don't have the balance. So let's go ahead and set that there, but I'm gonna go ahead, make sure all of our burners are off, and just steal a little test piece before I go in to serve it to all of our guests. So perfect. I couldn't ask for a better family meal for everybody tonight. The chicken is nice and tender because you did that marinade. Can't stress much of how much that the marinade on the chicken makes a huge difference when you're cooking and the quality of the taste in your food. So go ahead, subscribe, eat happy, and we'll see you next time.